Matchmaking has become a tough job, but I'm trying my best.
Here we are.
Yeah.
I fill my time so that I don't sit and realize how single I am.
You meet a lot of people and then you're like, why is it taking so much of time to meet a right person?
My efforts are meaningless if the stars are not aligned.
In the beginning, it was kind of awkward. So...
Hi.
Hi.
It's our time now.
I live in North Carolina. You live in Austin. How does that work for you?
I want to see you again.
Well, that is a clip from the new show, Indian Matchmaking, taking a modern look inside the world of arranged marriages. And it's available now on Netflix.
And because it's a reality show about love, that can only mean one thing. It is time for America Loves Ted.
Gosh,
Yes,
that graphic.
they do. And producer Ted Johnsen joins us now from reality TV headquarters. Hey, Ted.
Good morning.
Where are you?
Yeah, where are you?
I'm in reality TV headquarters.
Oh.
We just created that.
Have you guys been to this part of the...
I recognize where you are now. You're in the other studio, but I've never seen it with the Jason graphics behind you.
Oh, yeah,
That's
it's
brand new.
fancy.
Brand new.
Okay, so
Very
Ted,
awesome.
tell us a little bit about this Indian matchmaking. What's the deal here?
Well, clearly Netflix knows their algorithms because it was popped up right at the top of my feed. So these are young, single people from India, or they live in India. It's either USA or India. And they're looking for love. I mean, it's just like a regular love searching show, except they are exclusively looking for someone else from India. And so you learn about their likes, their dislikes, kind of what they're looking for. And the matchmaker is from India, and she does not put up with baloney.
I like that. But how does it actually work? So do we get to see her interview people and then match them?
So what she does is she kind of takes a look at your likes and your dislikes, and she creates a bio data. So you get a sheet of paper.
Bio data.
Bio data, yeah.
So fancy.
So the sometimes she'll give them like 3 choices. Okay, here's who I'm going to set you up with. 3 choices. Sometimes if they're really picky, she will only give them 1, because they're like, if I give you 2, you will think the other one's better no matter what you choose.
Interesting.
Yeah, okay, so it sounds very different from most dating shows here in America. She matches people up with India and in America. How is it? I mean, how is this different? I think we're looking at, is it?
Okay.
Who is this, by the
So
way?
this is Aparna. So we're going to jump ahead a little bit. This is Aparna. She is probably the pickiest person on the show.
Which is why she's single.
She lives in Houston, and I have a list of things she doesn't like.
Okay.
She's like, oh, I'm not that picky, but here's what I don't want my significant other to like: football.
Oh.
Humor.
Wait, humor?
Yeah, she doesn't like comedy.
Usually pretty big on the list.
Lawyers. She's a lawyer. She doesn't want to date any lawyers.
Get that.
The outdoors, specifically beaches. She hates beaches. And she does not like to relax. She also doesn't like podcasters, because she doesn't think that's like a career path that they would.
Oh, that's a real challenge. Can you, spoiler alert, does she find love?
Yeah.
Or can we not ask that?
Yeah.
We know where that one's going. She did have a good date or 2.
Okay.
So that was surprising. The interesting thing about this, and I have to say that the show is done in a way that it's almost edited sort of like how producer or photographer Eric edits stuff. So it's got kind of a, oh, okay, that's interesting.
Know exactly what you're saying.
Okay.
But one thing that is really interesting about this is that I don't think I've ever been on a first date where my parents have been there.
Right. So is that, kind of the main get-up with these, from what I understand with these Indian matchmakers, is that it's about the whole family.
It is. You're merging 2 families, and they call it a multi-million-dollar business, because you're bringing 2 families together.
Sure.
So there is, and it's it's kind of the tug and pull with like the modern, I'm going to make my own decisions, and then the family being like, you are going to get married right now. We have shown you 150 women. You need to say yes to one of them.
Really
So
sounds like the men are the ones that need the pushing, and the women are the ones that are like, I think it's time.
it was odd because the guys, it's almost like when I was a young lad,
Oh gosh.
and my mom was like, if you don't clean your room, I'm going to do it for you. And I was like, okay, clean my room. And so it's like, if you don't find someone, I'm going to find someone for you. And they're like, okay, find someone for me. And so it's very interesting. It's and you know, there is a proposal sort of, but it's
What?
Wow.
but it's I'll do this.
Oh, it's not real heartfelt.
There's no like,
Oh, well, arranged marriage, I don't always think like
I guess.
heart is
not as
pitter-pattering
surprising.
for sure. Okay, so one couple may be successful.
maybe, possibly. I don't want to spoil it.
Okay. Are you going to review anything else for us next week, by the way?
Next week.
Next
what show?
week. Is this show again?
Oh,
Oh,
Love on the Spectrum. I want people to go home. Well, they're probably already
are we
home.
getting an assignment?
I'm going to give people an assignment.
Okay.
Let's watch Love on the Spectrum.
okay.
And then I'll come on here next week and we'll talk about it. And we'll just all just melt. This show, yeah, I'm not going to give my review away, but watch this show.
Okay.
Hey.
Will do. I have to ask you, I know you like that show, is it Dating Around on Netflix? And those like awkward first dates, it felt like similar.
Yes.
Which one do you like better?
Ooh, well, see, here's
Take
the
Love in the Spectrum out. We're talking just Indian matchmaking
Yeah.
and Dating Around.
right. So my beef with Indian matchmaking is that it kind of, I like a beginning, a middle, and an end. And it kind of lets you linger.
Oh. There's not really
So
an
it goes like, it just sort of moves on to the next couple after a while, and you're like,
But what
Wait.
happened?
I want to know what happened to them.
Yeah, and they don't ever like come back together at
No.
the end?
No, you're like, oh, maybe the finale, and then it's like, what do you want to watch next? And it's like,
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Rave
But then dating around, all you get is, did they go on a second date? So I don't know.
Oh.
Show me a marriage.
Show you a show
That's
him
called
the money.
Married at First Sight. That show is also available on Netflix, Ted.
Yes.
Yes, Ted, America loves you. Thank you for joining us to rave reviews of Indian matchmaking. He wants to